Okay, now I'm going to move on to a technique which I kind of call shaving hairs off a sound. This is applicable with almost every sound in mixing, actually. I'll show you it on kick, and then I won't try and show you it on anything else. But the technique works with pretty much everything, especially percussive sounds, actually. So we're going to move on to kind of kick. Let's play it again for a sec. Solo the kick. I mean, this has been recorded pretty hot, actually. It's been, you know, it's right on the edge. But that's nice. I like that kind of thing. But this is there's basically a phenomenon with drummers that probably about 4 or 5 times in a song, they'll absolutely smack the drum really hard, harder than all the rest of the song. Now that causes problems for you in mixing. If one hit, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in a song jump out massively compared to other hits. And it can affect things like equalization and compression, and it can mean that the headroom of your overall track, when it comes to the end of the track, is reduced by what could be like 2 dB. You have to, what I mean is you have to turn down the whole track a little bit, and then squeeze it a bit harder in the limiter and all this kind of thing. Anyway, let me try and show you practically what it is. Now, if you zoom out as far as you can, sometimes you get a little idea. I can see 2 hits there, one there and there, which seem like pretty loud compared to the others. So I'm going to zoom in on those hits. Let's hear. It often is at the end of a fill, actually, as well. Like you can hear there with the drummer right at the end of the fill. Now, I'm going to use the limiter. This is a big hit. It's right on the edge, actually. I'm just checking it on here just for a second, just because. Yeah, no, it's not distorted. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my first bit of effects processing. I'm going to throw a limiter on. And under dynamics, we get limiter, mono. I'm going to take the soft knee off. I'm not going to explain this really, but I'll explain it at some point. I'm going to loop a little part. Let's loop this bit here. Now, this is how the Logic limiter works. I'm going to push this limiter up until it starts metering. Now, what you want to happen here is that this limiter doesn't kick in for the vast majority of the track. I've found this balanced level here. When I push it up by 4.5, it doesn't meter on any of the hits apart from the massively high one. If you can watch that. Boom. And I'm going to push it as high as I can until it stops. 5.5 actually. There we go. At about 7.5 it starts to meter on other hits, so let me put 6.5 seems good. Now again, same as the last bit, check it on some other hits, check it on generally on some of the rest of the track. I'll go a bit further on to sort of here. Like I say, you don't want it to be metering for too much of the track, or else you slice all the impact off your drums. You slice the transients off. And so 6.5, like I can say, and you can see that hit again. Boah, another really smack the kick drum for that part, and it really jumps out. I think when I was playing it for a bit, I'm going to ease back on it just a little bit. So I've eased back to 6, so it's occasionally kicking in, like I say, but for the vast majority of the track, it shouldn't be kicking in. That part of the track right there, yeah, I won't really discuss that anyway. So anyway, what you could do is automate different parts of the track or whatever. Anyway, if you get that, now that I've gone +6 on here, now what I want to do is take the output level down to -6 to compensate for that. And what that should do is, you shouldn't really hear this process. This limiter, if it's on, for the vast majority of the track, shouldn't even be doing anything. And if I bypassed it, you wouldn't notice any difference in dynamic level of the kick. So it just sounds the same. But, just on those very loud hits, maybe it's metering a bit too high there. No, maybe not. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take it down just a bit more. I'm going to go 5.5. And then obviously this goes down to 5.5. Anyway, if you get the idea, what this means is it kind of, like I said, it shaves the hairs off the sound. The massively loud bits, it means that they don't have too much impact on the overall level of the kick, and you then get a bit more headroom in your track, so you can push the volume up at the end. So that is a technique which works on kicks and snares, especially for the big loud ones. Works on anything though. It works on basses, anything where there's massive big hits that jump out 1 or 2 times or 3 or 4 times in a track, and it can really help just control the dynamics of your track. Okay, so that's the next part.